Hey guys, I hope you're well. In this video, I'll be giving my main card predictions for UFC 222, which will take place on March 3rd, which will be headlined by the current UFC Women's Featherweight Champion Cris Cyborg versus former Invicta FC Bantamweight Champion Jana Kunitskaya. This card is stacked with great talent, and it should be a great night of fights. I'll be giving my main card predictions, and I'll quickly go over the prelims in the end. Okay guys, let's begin. Okay, starting off the main card will be Kat Zingano facing off against Ketlen Vieira in a 3-round women's bantamweight bout. Kat Zingano last lost to Juliana Pena by unanimous decision at UFC 200. Ketlen Vieira last defeated Sarah McMahon by an arm triangle choke at UFC 215. Kat Zingano has been inactive as of late, where she hasn't fought since July of 2016. Ketlen Vieira has been very active since her UFC debut, where she has put together 3 impressive victories. Kat Zingano is currently on a 2-fight losing streak, but the skill she brings to the table is at a very high level. 8 of her 9 wins have come by finishes, including 2 TKO victories over former champion Miesha Tate and current champion Amanda Nunes. Ketlen Vieira is a great bantamweight prospect who's well-rounded and has a lot of confidence in her abilities, but I believe Kat Zingano's experience and her relentlessness will help her dominate the fight in every area to win the fight by unanimous decision. Okay, next fight on the card, Stefan Struve versus Andrei Arlovski in a 3-round heavyweight bout. Stefan Struve last lost to Alexander Volkov by TKO at UFC Final 115. Andrei Arlovski last broke his 5-fight losing streak and defeated Junior Albini by unanimous decision at UFC Final 124. In recent years, Andrei Arlovski has declined so much where he struggled to get a win. On the other hand, Stefan Struve has been inconsistent with wins and losses, where he has struggled to put together a winning streak. This fight will definitely remain on the feet, which gives Stefan Struve a massive advantage. He is a very tall fighter and will use his long limbs to pick Andrei Arlovski apart, similar to the way he defeated Stipe Miocic. If this fight does end up on the ground, it will definitely favour Stefan Struve, as he also possesses a legit grappling game, where he may tie Andrei Arlovski up in a submission. Stefan Struve is a younger fighter and possesses a lot more tools to pull off a victory. I believe he will have the striking edge, where I can see him winning the fight by TKO in the second round. Okay, next we have OMalley facing off against Andrei Soucek in a 3-round bantamweight bout. OMalley last defeated Tyron Ware by unanimous decision at the Ultimate Fighter 26 finale. Andrei Soucek last broke his 2-fight losing streak when he defeated Luke Sanders by TKO at UFC Final 123. OMalley is one of the most hyped up bantamweight prospects to enter the UFC, who is getting a lot of attention. Andrei Soucek lost 2 close split decision victories but came back in his last fight, finishing Luke Sanders. OMalley is a great prospect who looks very promising, but one thing that worries me is that he doesn't have the endurance to keep a high-paced fight, as we saw him slow down over the rounds in his UFC debut. I believe Andrei Soucek is more technical on the feet and knows how to maintain his endurance over the rounds. 11 of Andrei Soukemk's 10 wins have come by finishes and is well-rounded in the striking and the grappling departments. I believe Andrei Soucek has a lot more tools to win this fight, where I believe he will win by TKO in the 3rd round. Okay, moving on to the co-main event. Frankie Edgar will face Brian Ortega in a 3-round featherweight bout. Frankie Edgar last defeated Yair Rodriguez by TKO at UFC 211. Brian Ortega last defeated Cub Swanson by a guillotine choke at UFC Final 123. This is the main fight I'm looking forward to on the card. We have the former UFC lightweight champion Frankie Edgar, who has never been finished in his MMA career, going up against a young upcoming submission phenom in Brian Ortega, who has finished everyone he has faced. What a fight. Brian Ortega has looked fantastic in his UFC career, where he possesses just a different level of grappling, where his opponent is in serious danger if he can get a hold of them, just like we saw when he submitted Cub Swanson in his last fight. What many people are forgetting is that Frankie Edgar is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Ricardo Almeida, where in his fights he has shown great submission defense. One thing that is concerning is that Brian Ortega hasn't had much time to prepare for Frankie Edgar, where his conditioning may not be up to scratch. Frankie Edgar, on the other hand, is known for his relentless pace and keeps getting stronger as the rounds progress. I really do hope Brian Ortega does pull off the upset, but due to the short notice, I have to go with Frankie Edgar. He's had a full camp, and I believe he will win the fight by unanimous decision. Okay, now for the main event. Cris Cyborg will make a second title defense against Jana Kunitskaya in a 5-round women's featherweight bout. Cris Cyborg last defeated Holly Holm by unanimous decision at UFC 219. Jana Kunitskaya last defeated Raquel Palui by unanimous decision at Invicta FC 25. This fight was put together very quickly after Max Holloway pulled out of the main event against Frankie Edgar due to an injury. Both Cris Cyborg and Jana Kunitskaya have had a short amount of time to prepare for each other. Jana Kunitskaya is relatively unknown, but she possesses a decent stand-up and ground game. 8 of Jana Kunitskaya's 10 wins have come by finishes, but she is stepping into a new division against one of the most scariest females on the planet. Cris Cyborg is just a different beast compared to anyone Jana Kunitskaya has ever faced. Cris Cyborg has just ripped her opponents apart with her violent stand-up skills, where she seems to look unbeatable right now. With that being said, I believe Cris Cyborg will win the fight by TKO in the 3rd round. Here are my predictions for the prelims. Jordan Johnson will defeat Adam Milstead by unanimous decision. Brian Caraway will defeat Cody Stamann by unanimous decision. Mike Powell will defeat Zach Ottow by TKO in the first round. CB Dolloway will defeat Hector Lombard by unanimous decision. John Dodson will defeat Pedro Munoz by a split decision. Benil Dariush will defeat Alexander Hernandez by unanimous decision. And Mackenzie Dunn will defeat Ashley Yoder by a rear naked choke in the first round. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys agree with me or not, and let me know your picks in the comment section below. Thank you.